Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to try out this blue-green Timewalk deck in a league event. So the goal is we're going to play some ramp spells. We have Nissa's Pilgrimage and Explosive Vegetation. And we're going to try to get to playing, there's two different Timewalk cards in the stand right now. There's Temporal Trespass, which has Delve. It comes up sometimes, but usually just want to get to a point where you chain them, so we're just paying 11 mana most of the time. And we also play Part the Water Veil, which is pretty good. Allows us to take another turn and then turn our land into a 6/6. And that's how we plan on winning. We're going to make a 6/6 out of our land and then pump it up again probably and just attack a couple times. So how we're going to get there is we're going to play Fogs. We're going to play Whimsical Sissy, Slaw, which just prevents all damage. Then it has a Ferocious, but we can't trigger Ferocious unless we already cast Part the Water Veil. Then we have Send Sleep, which taps 2 creatures down. And then Jotty Off shoots, which is kind of like Fog. Just blocks and gains its life, so it gives us more time. And then we also have a couple of dispels to disrupt people from interacting with us too much. And then 4 monastery sieges, so once we start taking extra turns, it can also filter our draws, because we don't want to draw lands, or like the pilgrimage and vegetation once we get to that point in the game. And then 3 Dragonlord's Prerogative to just draw cards. I don't try to dig through time, because the first Temporal Trespass usually is discounted with Delve, so we don't want to fight, so we just want to draw cards, so that's why we're playing Dragonlord's Prerogative. So we have forests, islands, lumbering falls, and thornwood falls. Then the sideboard we have more counter spells. We have 4 negates and the other 2 dispels, just for control matchups. Also Guy's Revenges, because it gets like an Esper Dragons. Guy's Revenge is okay. It's not the best, but it's a lot better than playing like a bunch of fogs and Jotty offshoots. So it just helps us give it another angle of attack. And then I have Displacement Wave to bounce a lot of tokens like mono red. And then I'm trying out Orbs of Warding. It gives you hexproof and it prevents 1 damage from all creatures against the Rally the Ancestor decks. So we have counterspells which are good against them, but like they can still just kill you with a Zulaport Enforcer. So this prevents that from happening, and then like their 1 power creatures just don't do anything when they attack you. So as long as you like prevent the Husk kill, you should be in good shape there. And then 2 Encasing Ice. I like this card a lot right now. It's just good against like Jeskai and Abzan. And those are some of the most popular archetypes on Magic Online right now. Alright, so we're going to test this out in a league event. Welcome to our first match. We've won the dice roll, so of course we're going to play first. And this hand's fine. We're probably just going to play Jotty Offshoot turn 1, and then just start playing tap lands. Or we can play tap land turn 1, and then play Jotty Offshoot turn 2, and then a land. It's gains the same amount of life, but it's a little bit worse if we draw the second offshoot. But it's better if we draw like a ramp spell for turn 3, then we can play... we'll have all our tap lands in play at that point. We're going to keep. And we'll just play the tap land and then Jotty Offshoot turn 2. It's a little bit more likely we'll draw Nissa's Pilgrimage over a Jotty Offshoot because we have 1 more of those in our deck right now. So let's play tap land. Say go. Tap Sunken Hollow from our opponent. So of course we end up drawing the second offshoot instead of Pilgrimage. So I think we're just gonna play a land and play the second offshoot, an untapped land. Always yield. So we could have had 1 more life if we'd played offshoot turn 1. So no mana outpost, so probably Jeskai Black. Alright, that's a great draw. We did draw another 3-drop. I forgot that we could have drawn the Siege. So yeah, I still think it's right to play this, but if we don't draw an untapped land, we can't actually play Explosive Vegetation next turn. Okay, Mantis Rider. So take 3, we're back to 20. And I think we can actually discard the Fog here. We might not need it. So play a land and play Explosive Vegetation. Probably just get a forest and island. I have a lot of forests just because of the pilgrimages. So here we're looking for like basically just looking for Dragonlord's Prerogative at this point just to get ahead. There's Siege. I don't think we want that. Oh, that's pretty good. we'll discard the extra siege. Just play a land. And we're already pretty close to awakening this, so I don't think we need to just play it naked yet. And we're not under enough pressure for that to, for us to start trying to rush things. So we'll just say go. Colgan's command, we're going to discard Send Us Sleep. We could be attacking Lumbery Falls, but I don't want to die to Crackling Doom, and I don't even want him to trade yet, so... So a 5th land from our opponent. Painful Truce. It's pretty good for him. He's way up on cards on us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're just going to Dispel, unfortunately, because we're just so close to Awakening. And we have one of a Heath, just to try to help delve a little bit, but I still want enough basic forests, so that actually gains us a little bit more life with the offshoots. So we've been attacked so many times, yet we're still only at 20. Oh, well, usually they only play 2 Culligan's commands, so he drew both of them. So it's pretty unfortunate. Is this Tassiger? Yep, okay. It's pretty bad for us. Ooh, Pilgrimage is really good here, because like it gives us a lot of fodder for discarding this Siege. So we're going to discard this Lumbering Falls, play this. Does he have a main deck Negates? Usually they play Duress, but Negate's not too uncommon. So let's go get our 3 forests. One to play. We're gonna hold the other 2. If we need to play land, we can still do it to have an untapped land to awaken with. But it gives us a couple of discards on the next couple turns. Really just want him to try to flood the board so we can resolve things. So we're going to fetch here. We're going to try to draw a spell. Discard that. So I think we're just going to play Explosive Vegetation to gain us some life and then hold this Siege. We'll just get islands. Say go. So Tasker activated. And he only had Colgan's command left because he milled 2 lands. It's pretty good. Let's animate here. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think it's okay to animate here. Try to eat his Soulfire. Right, there's Jace. He's keeping the Colgan's command. Alright, I think we can discard the Siege. Or let's try to string together Part the Water Veils. Oh, main deck Disdainful Stroke. Oh. We'll play tap now. Well, maybe we didn't need the second siege. Or we'll gain some life. That's pretty dirty. I think this turn we're going to chump Tassiger with a offshoot. You can Colgan command us here. Oh, he's getting back a Soulfire. Okay, that's fine. Discard the forest. Let's see what he discards to Jace. He discarded the Soulfire. Okay. Another Mantis Rider. Say we're blocking here. So we've seen 2 time walks. We still have 6 left in the deck. String Sword offshoot. Okay. Actually, I haven't seen any. We've only seen the 1 fog we discarded. Alright, well, we're gonna cast Trespass here. And let's see. We're not gonna attack. It's come on all my mana. Alright, there's another part. Discard this. I like to tap all my lands first when casting Awaken spells. Just so I don't accidentally tap the land trying to animate. So that resolved, and we're just going to attack him. See what he does. Alright, well he took it. Let's see if we can just keep doing this. Alright, well, let's draw some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if this resolves. It did. Let's see. How many forests have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None there. 6, 7, 8. So we have 2 forests left. That sounds like a good plan. We're gonna play this. Actually, I don't think we can. We're just gonna play land, then play Send to Sleep, and then keep open winds. What's it say? Prevents all creature damage by your opponent. So actually, if he blocks, we can just get him. We'll gain a life. Alright, so hopefully it doesn't draw anything. It doesn't really think to flashback. You can flashback Colgan's command. That doesn't matter too much. We can discard the Pilgrimage. Let's just say go. Ojutai's command. Alright, so he's at 8. And he drew a card. We're just going to send to sleep his Mantis Riders. And we're going to block. I just don't want to get like double anything. It's like a removal spell burned out. Okay, dig through time. Okay. So probably going to get Crackling Doom here. It's pretty bad for us. think we have one part the water bill left, so that we're gonna need that to win. But we're gonna be seeing a bunch of cards. Like we just need to hit one time walk, and we're gonna see enough cards. I think there's like a good chance we can win next turn. Yep, Crackling Doom. Alright, that's not what we need. We're just card Pilgrimage. It doesn't do much at this point. We're actually just going to fire up our Lumbering Falls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack our opponent. So he's at 2. If he doesn't have another Crackling Doom. Which he does. So he goes to 5. It's really close. We're on the Fog. Hopefully he doesn't have the Dispel. Does he have like a third Crackling Doom from his hand? Alright, we go to 2. Yeah, holy cow, they all just came at one time. That's pretty close. I think, like I said, if we would have drawn, oh, there's the Time Walk was on top, we would have drawn, okay, we would have drawn Time Walk there. Alright, that was really close. So in this matchup, I think we just want all the counter spells, so dispels, negates. I think the Send is loose within the Fogs and the Jolly Offshoots, they're okay. And Case Nice is good if they have Mana Strider, not good against Tasker, obviously. So we're just gonna cut some out of like the Fogs and the Jolly Offshoots, I think. I think I want Send Sleeps. They seem really good because they play few creatures. A lot of times this will be just like 2 Fogs. So we'll go like that. Try this out. And of course we're going to play first for game 2. This hand's keepable. Like, we can counter his first 2 spells. But it's a little clunky with the Part the Water Veils. Just play Island. Say go. Mystic Monastery from our opponent. Alright, so we shouldn't really need to draw like a Pilgrimage. We'd probably like the perfect draw right now. Not that. This is the problem with this deck. Just sometimes your hands are a little clunky. That's why like a Monastery Siege just goes so far into help like fixing your draws and whatnot. Alright, well no Mantis Rider is really good news for us. He did mulligan once. Okay. Alright, well there's Mantis Rider, so now we're on the clock. This would be a great turn draw Explosive Vegetation, even Pilgrimage would be good. That's good too. I like to good resolving this. Name cons, so we can draw cards. Draw 14, okay. So we're going to discard some of these counter spells. I'll discard Dispel. Say go. So we might have to fire off like a part just to get some. Just gaining for life, draw a card. You just cycling it, that's fine. down to 11. Really looking to draw a Send to Sleep here. That'd be perfect. That's pretty good too. I think actually we might not have time for this. We just have so many cards in our hand. Play Thornwood Falls. And say go. It's also fueling our delve, so we might actually be able to Temporal Trespass. We're going to negate this. I want to try Save Dispel for the turn we cast a Timewalk. Alright, so we're 9. Soulfire, okay. Okay, this is Pilgrimage is great. It's going to give us land drops. It's going to give us cards to discard. Oh, yeah, we don't need this Heath. Let's get 3 forests. I think so that gives us 5, 6, 7. We can cast Part the Waterville next turn. We're missing a blue source. I don't play that many. Like, play a lot less blue sources than green sources because this is Pilgrimage. But we still have plenty, so it's kind of so we can actually cast like an Awakened Timewalk next turn. We can't if we draw a blue source. So we're going to 5. So only 4 cards in our hand from our opponent. Wow, so we're just dead. No, we can just cast parts. 6, 7, 8. So we can cast Pilgrimage into Part the Water Veil, but we don't have Counterspell backup. That's really unfortunate. So there's like almost no way this resolves. So the last 3 forests in the deck. Our opponent can't counter this fast enough. Even if we just had an island, we could have got there. Yeah, we also didn't draw any fogs. So, yeah, that's what happens. So we need the 3rd blue source to protect it. Dispel wouldn't have been good enough. But yeah, so didn't quite get there. Alright, it's our second match. We're on the draw. Our opponent mulligan once, and this hand's fine. Have a Dispel, lands, a fog. We can keep this. Just going to start off some tap lands. I just realized if I had decided to play the offshoot turn 1, we would have had 1 more life and not been exactly dead to the Crackling Doom game 1. So, but that's okay. Basic Swamp from our opponent. Ooh, turn 3 Siege is pretty good. So go. Ally encampments. Ooh, is this the... Okay, interesting. Let's play the Lumbering Falls. A little bit more important than Thornwood Falls. I don't mind discarding that to Siege if we need to. Drama's Liberator. Okay. So far, just black-white, but it could be Abzan, it could be lots of colors. Ooh, don't want to play this first. No, I think I just want to play the Siege. Name cons, say go. So we're taking 5 this turn. Oh, I lied. We're taking like 7 this turn. Because of the class rate healer. You can't pay, oh, you can't pay white, it's only 6. I think we'll discard Dispel. That'll probably always be just terrible this game. So we'll play Offshoot. Gain 2 life. I think we are going to Fog this turn. Sunken Hollow. Okay. Another Siege. Ooh. Okay, we're short off casting this. And we're not actually close to casting Timewalk yet. I think we'll discard the untapped land. Play the tap land. Play the Siege. Choose cons again. And we can block the healer because it only comes with 2 power. Nothing else from our opponents. I drew out through Temporal Trespass. I think I want to make this land drop, so we'll discard Trespass. And, ooh, that's actually perfect. Let's see, so we'll cast this. So are we dead? We're not quite dead. Because we get to gain some life here. Does it have a counterspell for this? Our opponent is sure is thinking. Down to play. Play this one. And then next turn we take our first extra turn. Let's say go. Might be worth it to chump block this turn. We've only found the 1 fog. Yeah, we're just gonna block. There we go. Let's see. We already have 4 blue, and we're gonna have we're like 9 cards in our graveyard. Really wish I had a fog this turn so we can go like prerogative into fog. Think we can discard untap land. Okay, there's fog, perfect. Eight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have just enough mana to play prerogative into fog. So we're gonna do that and then start going crazy next turn. Let him attack, so his creatures are tapped. Goes to his end step. I wonder if he just likes creature removal in his hand. We did discard the 1 Dispel earlier. Alright, okay. Well, there's parts. We're going to find out if this works or not. We don't need 2 explosive vegetations. And I think, let's see. Just want the untapped land this turn. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can part, it'll be tapped. I think that's okay. Or we just do a setup turn and just trespass. I like that. So we'll just play that. We'll fetch. Always yield. Okay. Woo. That's really fortunate for us. Getting an offshoot cut. Our opponent doesn't know what's going to happen. But did he see it in a wake? He saw the trespass we discarded. We haven't discarded the awakened one yet. So we'll get 2 islands. Cast Temporal Trespass. Alright, sweet, it's working. Discard 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't matter. 6, 7. So we discard Siege. Discard Pilgrimage. We're just gonna cast Part the Water Veils and win. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So still 24 cards in our deck. We're not gonna deck. Discard that. Discard that. Cast the Awaken, or we put it here. Okay, so this is like the idea of the deck. We're just gonna take all the turns in a row. Alright, he conceded. Woo! Awesome. Our opponent looks like probably just kind of stuck on creature removal and just didn't want us to gain life and didn't realize that this was going to happen. So, after sideboard, nothing particularly wants. Actually, Displacement Wave seems fine because he's probably very low to the ground. And Dispel seems okay, just having the 2. We can cut. I don't know. We'll just try it how it was. We'll just go run it back. Oh, no need to change. It worked out perfectly. Nothing went wrong. And we're on the draw, and this hand's okay. We just need to draw like in between spells, but I don't think we can mulligan it. We're gonna keep. So this deck is like fun, but I think it might not just be strong enough. Okay, so we had white for standard right now, just because the decks are just so powerful. Like this is like one of the most powerful standards we've been in a long time. Because the mana bases are so good, and like the decks just play all good cards. Just 4 or 5 colors. Alright, so Ring Steward again. Alright, there's a Send to Sleep, so that's good. So it's going to be tap lands for the first couple turns. So no land yet from our opponent. We'll take our 2. Nothing else, okay. Yep, just keep playing tap lands. I only play like Send to Sleep without the Spell Mastery if I really have to, because it's just so powerful just to tap 2, they don't tap. Just a Frost. If you remember Frost Breath, it was the same effect both for 3 mana. You didn't need Spell Mastery. Okay, Expedition Envoy. Okay, and next turn we can animate a Lumbering Falls and block. And he's stuck on mana, and like there's not much you can do. Like only really things that interact with that are Foul Vacation and Crackling Doom, and I don't think he has that. Oh, actually, if he plays Drana here, I can't really. Oh, Drana's Emissary. Okay, so if he plays Drana, I can't really block at all. Take 4. Oh, but there's a Siege. I think we have to play that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And I think we'll just naked Send to Sleep here, because we're just gonna just start drawing cards. And the next turn I want to play Prerogative. Alright. See if he's gonna pump his guy. Chose not to. Okay. There's actual Drana. It's just fetching now. So yeah, we're just only gonna take 2 this turn. There's Part the Water Veil. Another Part the Water Veil. I think we discard a land or the Dispel. I think the Dispel. Player land. So this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is actually lethal, so we can't even prerogative. But this taps the creatures they won't untap. So that's good. So go to 10. Oh, he is doing this turn. Okay, so that gives us 2 good things to tap. Drana and the Emissary. Lantern Scout, so you can gain some life. That's fine. So go to 6. We actually need to keep fogging from here on out. Let's see. Because he has enough for lethal. Um, 2, 4. So we can play Offshoot, gain a life in parts. I think we're going to have to do that. I guess we'll discard this Explosive Vegetation. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Discard this vegetation. So we're gonna Dragon Lords. 2, 3. Looking for a land and a fog. And that's what we got. Cool. And now we should be able to get there from here. If he doesn't have a counterspell, that is. And then actually, we can block. We're out of range from just being attacked and losing. There's Strange Steward. Again, lifelink. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just fog and see if he has a counterspell or not. Oh, he doesn't have blue mana open. Okay. So we can discard this offshoot, play Pilgrimage, and play. We're gonna play our lands. And then we can Temporal Trespass. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11's so much. People thought this was like gonna be good as Treasure Cruise, because oh, Treasure Cruise costs 8, but it always costs 1. This could always cost 3, and that's just like not realistic. We could need the land, so we'll discard the offshoot. So we're gonna cast this with Awaken. You can't cut, and this can't be ultimate price because the land is colorless, even though it's a creature. It doesn't give it a color. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to do this a couple more times. And if we whiff, we still can like draw into another fog. Oh, he immediately chump blocks. Okay, that's reasonable. Alright, Dispel's a really good draw. We don't need this Send to Sleep. And we can play the Thornwind Falls this turn. Gain some life. So now we've run out of stuff in our hand, but we get 2 more looks, and Dragon Lords gives us more cards. Send to Sleep. Alright, so we ran out. How many of these can we activate? So we have to play Send to Sleep, basically. So we can activate 2, but I'm only going to activate 1. I think we just attack. We're just going to send in. Yeah, we'll counter that. So we missed, but I think, like, because of the Send to Sleep, I think we're still okay. At least for a couple more turns. Let's see if he probably should put the counter here. I don't see a reason not to. Oh, he chose not to. Okay. Let's tap down his flyers. Alright, we'll just block the 2-power guy. Come on, Timewalk. It's pretty good too. We'll discard a land. Animate. See if he has anything. The Murderous Cut. Okay. Yep. So it goes to 5. Hopefully he just sends all in again. Go to 4. It goes back to 6, but that means 2 Lumbering Falls is lethal, so. And he actually has to attack with all 3 for us to die, so. He can, though, bounce one of his guys and replay it. He chose not to, okay. So we kind of missed. We didn't draw like a... We had 2 more Dragon Launch Prerogatives, and... we have 4 more Time Walks. So we'll discard just a Pilgrimage. So let's go for it. Yay, Lumbering Falls. Yay, Hexproof. We could have Awaken on a Lumbering Falls, but it's not like guaranteed if we get to like animate when he has a removal spell open, so it might not even matter. And sometimes it's just better to have other like your lands also be creatures in addition to the Awakened land. Don't want to miss this. Seem to have frozen. Alright, well, we disconnected, but our opponent conceded. So, woo, we got there. Awesome. It's time for our 3rd match. We're on the draw in this hand. Just needs a land, and then we have a turn 3 siege, and then we can start hopefully going from there. We can keep. Our opponent kept their 7. Prairie Stream. So we Lumbering Falls and say go. Playing Lumbering Falls gives away less information than playing Thornwood Falls, because only like a straight blue-green deck would ever want Thornwood Falls. Alright, so turn a stream into he. So this is like green-white Megamorph or something. Jace, okay. Alright, well there's the 3rd land. Just say go. So immediately activates Jace. Jace is so good. I wish that they knew better than to not make these exile themselves. Because if you could like flashback them with Jace, this deck would be insane. Alright, so Visionary, discard Evolving Wilds. Alright, so let's take us Rally. And we just draw our hand has 4 Time Walks and 2 draw 4s. Okay. Name cons. Does this help with spells? It's only spells. It doesn't help you against Zulaport Cutthroats. I didn't know they played 2 Evolving Wilds. It's interesting. Because the mana base is so crazy. You're basically a Sultai deck, splashing for 2 double white card, or for Rally of the Ancestors, which is double white. So our opponent main phased Collected Company, hits Zulaport and Tuco Husk, and he flipped Jace. That's pretty insane. So next turn he can actually flashback Collected Company. We really need to draw like a ramp spell this turn. We're just going to part the Water Veil because once we cast a part the Water Veil, like we have enough to win from here. If we're not dead, but we might be dead pretty soon. Now the gig's up. Opponent saw it. Right, so we'll just pass the turn back. So this game isn't looking too good, but at least we get to try out our orbs after the sideboard to see how good they actually are. Taking 4. He doesn't want Collected Company? Interesting. Maybe just another one in his hand. It doesn't matter. I want to keep both these lands. I'll discard one of those. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I want to try to bluff blocking with or at least attempt to block with the Thornwood Falls. So we're playing the untapped land here. Yeah, looks like he has another company. Okay. Holy cow, that's pretty good. Yeah, we should be probably dead this game. So he plays a Pluto Delta and immediately uses it. So our hand just had all the top end, none of the in between cards. It's Unfortunately, even with turn 3 Siege, it really didn't help our draw that much. Alright, Liliana. Okay. Visionary, okay. So, one of these gets through. It's 2, 4, 6, because you'll sack the token. 8, plus the 1, 2, 3, 4 triggers. 12, 15, and then one of these. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just going to concede here. Because then he can literally on back something and then sacrifice that. So we're just dead. That didn't work out too well. Let's go sideboarding. Yeah, that got pretty wrecked. Not that I say we could have won if we drawn like a Nissa's Pilgrimage or something, but definitely couldn't have hurt. So we're going to put those in. And we'll cut. Also, probably want to. It's like the spells are okay, but as you can tell, like they're. I think we're still dead. So we'll cut the vegetations and trespass. Actually, we'll cut a prerogative. See how that works. Maybe it was right to cut offshoots, but offshoots like they're not that bad. They can help us like just prolong the game. And we're gonna play first. Okay. We're gonna turn 3 siege if just draw land. And that's what really gets the deck going. And hopefully we can land this. Turn 5 might be too slow. I think Rally is like just objectively probably the most powerful deck in the format. Just does crazy things. Like that turn, in addition to like killing us, he's gonna draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, just crazy. Ooh, untapped basic land. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so we do the third land. Like, this is not really where the deck wants to be, I think, because there's so many tap lands. Okay, he's just playing Visionary. Another Trespass. So we'll get our Forest. Play Siege. Say go. So, like, basically, like every game, we just want to draw a Nissa's Pilgrimage. Just having those lands to discard to Siege. There's a Husk. There's a Winds. I think we'll discard a. It's either Trespass or Winds. I think we can discard the first Trespass, even though we sideboarded 1 ounce. So next turn, if all goes well, we can play an Orbs, and that should give us like enough time to play Prerogative and to start time walking. And there's a Zulu port. I was wondering if I should fog here. Let's see what he does. Just because we're gonna be using our mana for the next couple turns. Yeah, we're just gonna fog. It's only for 3. But the fact that we're hopefully play Orbs next turn and hopefully play Prerogative after that means we don't really have time. There's Jace, okay. Alright, so there's a land. There's a tap land. So we'll discard the... Yeah, I want all these. We'll discard the tap land. That doesn't really help us what we're trying to do for the next couple turns. Say go. So that shuts off Zulaport completely, and also it can't deal damage while attacking us. Neither can the Visionary, and the Husk's a little bit weaker. The Husk could still kill us out of nowhere. Alright, so take 1. That feels good. This opponent is thinking. Maybe didn't realize what just happened. I wonder why I only took one damage. Plays the Evolving Wilds and flips Jace. Discarding more lands. I guess we discard Jotty here. We didn't find the land. That's pretty unfortunate. So we don't have triple blue either for the parts and stuff. So if we had land, we actually could have cast Temporal Trespass too. So go. Oh, he cast Painful Truce. It's weird. Moto kind of like lagged through his whole turn. Yeah, this card's pretty good. This card's like the next Treasure Cruise. It's very powerful. It's already seen played in like Modern and Legacy. Liliana, okay. It's probably gonna discard this Winds here. Didn't sacrifice, interesting. Now I did. Why? I could deal 2 more damage. Oh, this just say each opponent's? Oh, it doesn't mean targets. Yuck. Alright. I didn't realize that. That's really bad on our part. But this still does something, right? Or our opponent discard. A Grim Horse Bucks. Okay. Morph's probably Den Protector. Tap land. And an offshoot. So it could just be dead here. Play that. Say go. Hopefully we're not dead. I think... I don't know what we're going to discard here. So we just take 3. I think it has to be a Timewalk, unfortunately. You discard a Jace, and he plus Jace. Okay. Another Siege, we don't need that anymore. Right, so we're at 3, 6, 7. Really wish we had like Triple Trespass, but just the Dragon Lords is just too important. Okay, collect a company. Sifter and Visionary. Okay. I think we're actually just dead. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. If he goes all in, we're just dead. Yeah, so you have to cast this now. Discard offshoots. Oh, he did not sacrifice everything. Okay, well, we were definitely dead, because these actually deal damage, the 1-power creatures, and these are basically 1-power creatures. So should not have lived through that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play both our time walks, but we sideboard out 1, and we already discarded 2. We could just be dead anyways. This represents like 5 damage, and if he has a... Yes, I don't know. He's just misplayed terribly, but I don't think it matters at this point. Just letting him kill us. I really thought Zulaport targeted, but it just says each opponent, so Orbs is not as good. But I think it might have bought us like a turn or 2. Oh, yeah, it's horse bucks too going. So like just drawing cards. That was yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're just dead. Well, yeah. We don't interact too much. We didn't draw a counter spell. So yeah. Yeah. I wish we could have just run more Nissa's Pilgrimages. So then that's like just the best card. Oh, we would have got at least one time walk off. Okay. Right. Well, that's our third match. It's time for our fourth match. We actually have a ramp spell in our hand. Maybe we should go up to 4 of these. I just need to draw a ramp. And I thought maybe just having 7 ramp spells would be good enough to at least have 1 every game, but obviously not the case. Yeah, well, we can keep this. We're on the draw. See how much time our opponent gives us. Shambling Vent. Just play our tap land, say go. So yeah, I think this also another thing that like the format's missing is an actual Howling Mine effect. Like Monastery Siege comes close, but the fact that you don't just actually draw cards and you just get card selection out of it is pretty harmful. Face up, Den Protector. Okay, he's ready to go. Let's draw no land. The other thing is, so this is Abzan. If we just live, they can't really interact with us, at least game 1. Take 2. Tap land turn 3. And a Warden. Okay. That's nice. They kind of played that like off curve. So off curve. Because next turn he can't really activate it if he wants to play like a Siege Rhino. Maybe this deck should be playing Treasure Cruise instead of Prerogative. Like I said, like I don't want too many Del spells, but then again, most of the time when we play Temporal Trespass, we're just actually casting it for 11. So I think Treasure Cruise actually will be a lot better than Prerogative in this deck. Alright, so no Siege Rhino, he is just leveling. Then no other play, okay. So many parts. We got the part. So next turn, 7 mana. Fog. Not quite there yet. We're just gonna get islands to have enough forests. Say go. So we're going to 9 here just from this attack. Level again, really, just as like only spot removal. Interesting. And this costs 6 to get to the last level. It does. So we can't activate that next turn. I think we'll wait a turn and then start trying to chain all 4 part the water veils. Say go. So that is lethal if he activates this, which he can. He has Canopy Vista. Okay. So yeah, let's this is it. We're gonna start fogging. And then start time walking. Oh man, if this had come like last turn, that'd been perfect. So we just need to draw a land next turn, and then like another land after that, and we've got it. So just 2 untap lands off the top. Okay, that's perfect. So that means we can take a turn off to Explosive Vegetation, fog again, and then we should be good. Let's get our last island and get a forest. Say go. So those two draws, they weren't untapped lands, but they're just as good. It gives us enough time. Let's go ahead and fog again. Our opponent might have spot removal in his hand. Like, if we were able to go off last turn, it would have been perfect because he was tapped out. Hopefully he just plays a couple threats or something. Maybe just one big one. Alright. So if he doesn't have anything... Oh, I hate Magic Line. I clicked the top one, but then it did not animate it. Because I left the top one untapped. That's pretty crappy. I can't imagine this would be living, though. Oh, he gains 8 life. That's really bad. Alright. Or gains 9 life. Let's try this again. So it didn't matter. Even though it definitely was a misplay. So General Fog, 3, 6, and Prerogative. So I think we're just going to do that. We can Prerogative now. Murderous Cuts. So yeah, his hand was just spot removal like I thought. Yep, that dies. Let's say go, get to Fog again. Really need to draw a Dispel, or else, because we only have one part the Water Veil, and that needs, like, we need to attack 5 times with it. Or get through 5 times, so this a lot harder. Okay, perfect. We drew an untapped land here. So we just have no spot removal spells. It's crazy. We drew all 4 part. We resolve all 4 part the Water Veils, and it's not even close to winning. Double murders, cause I didn't know that was a thing. Oh well. That's game. We just the turn where we missed when he was tapped out is how we lost. And then he gained 9 life off this. Let's go sideboarding. Like, this deck, like, I don't really want to ever sideboard stuff just because I'd rather just try to get there. Like, I don't want to cut like the ramp or the sieges. The offshoots are a little bit suspect. We'll put in case nices. We'll try that out. Alright, so gonna be on the play like per usual for game 2s. Alright, we can keep this. We draw on Send Asleep. So, like, Send Asleep buys us so much time. It's so much better than the Fog. But unfortunately, we almost like never draw it. So just play Thornwood Falls. Say go. Yeah, I definitely think Treasure Cruise has been better than Prerogative in this deck. Because it's just so much cheaper. Ooh, 3rd on top land. Perfect. Chase might even be good enough in this deck just because of the like looting's good and then the +2 is good. Right, Transgress. We have a lot of things. I think he probably takes Siege here. That's definitely like that's the one I don't want him to take, but I don't know if it's obvious that's the one that he should take. Let's see what he does. I need to take the siege. Okay. Well, we just have to draw lands naturally, and we should be fine. Actually, Nissa's Pilgrimage would be in perfect draw here, as always. Our opponent is thinking. Alright, there we go. Pass turn back. We did not get there. We did draw land, so that's step one. I could be trying to, like, I thought about maybe playing a Hedron Archive, just play more, like, double ramp spells. But, like, as we saw in round one, Culligan's Command is pretty popular right now, so that just, it's brutal if they like to make you discard and kill your Hedron. Ooh, offshoot. Okay, we can do this. We're not going to send a sleep yet, so I'm just going to pass turn back. So, I really just want to say something like Explosive Vegetation would be great here. Silk Wrap, interesting. Okay. Good thing I cut some of the offshoots. Oh, Silk Wrap does get the land, so when we go for it, I think we're just going to have to win. So it looks like the plan is. When we start chain time walks, we don't have to turn off. Alright, well, there's our fifth land. We got Smoldering Marsh. Gonna let him attack here. Actually, so yeah, we go to 14. Worst case scenario, puts a Siege Rhino. We go to 11, attacks with both. It's 10, we go to... That's 9, we go to 2. Morph. Okay. Well, so we're gonna get them protected into Transgress. Okay, perfect. Really need to hit that land drop. Now, like, maybe we can be okay. Yep. There's the Den Protector. So we're going to take 8, go to 6. Seems to be a little flooded. He has only 3 other cards left in his hand. He's play a lot of lands. So let's draw 4 cards. Oh, okay. Those are some cards. Does he take Trespass? I mean, like, our hands... I mean, I guess he takes... He can't take the Send to Sleep. That's probably definitely the best card for him to take. Take 8. Maybe we take 10 here, and he might fire up the Shambling Vents. If he has nothing else to do. Assuming that he has a Sunken Hollow in his deck, which is more likely. He took Part the Water Veil. Okay. It's more than reasonable. Yep, there's the Sunken Hollow. Let's see where he puts the counter. It's probably better to put it on the vents because we go to attack next time. We go tap his guys, then he can activate the vents to get in there for 3. Nope, we put on the Den Protector. Okay. So we're not dead to Siege Rhino. Alright, that was good. Like, gaining life could be relevant. I'd rather play that first because we don't need the untap land this turn. To get 3 forests. Oh, sorry. We don't have Spell Mastery yet. Let's see what he does. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we can actually cast part next turn. Probably just dies. Alright, well. Gotta do this. there goes part the water veil number 2. Well, I assume he's going to take part the water veil. Could take temporal trespass. It only costs 8 right now. Well, it was going to cost 7 after I discard a card. Most definitely just sources to part the water veil. And he did. Okay. Alright, so he fires up the Shambling Vents. Probably has Murderous Cut. So we're at 3. Wins is... That's fine. We're going to go for it. So we have to tap out for it. No cut yet. So for vegetation, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 on tap mana. So we can't do that yet. But if we Nissas, we're going to play a land. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 5 cards in the graveyard, so we have just enough. Now let's attack for 5. Or attack for 6, excuse me. Hopefully we just draw running part the water veils. These are on tap, so we're only dead to a Siege Rhino. Okay, I'll play Lumbering Falls, I'll play the Explosive. Attack. I'll play a land in case we draw like a Prerogative and we need to cast other spells. So he's at 9. I mean, there's a good chance he has Siege Rhino, but nothing else we can do. What's that? 4 mana? Yeah. Alright. That game was a lot closer. We were just like a turn off. Actually, if we draw Timewalk, we could have won because we would Timewalk that turn and then have Lumbering Falls to kill him. Not quite. It's time for the final match of our league event, and for the 4th time in a row, we're on the draw. This hand needs blue mana, but we have our Pilgrimage, and I always want this card in my hand, so we'll try this. It's very possible we just get, like, never draw a second blue source and we just lose, but we'll see. Our opponent mulliganed 1 time, and then kept their 6 and put a card on bottom. Bloodstained Mire into nothing. So a couple of tap lands here. Okay, see. So we just need to draw 1 island, and we should be fine. Hopefully. So our opponent got a Cinderglade, so could be anything. Probably something like Abzan Red. Probably not Jeskai Black. There's a Polluted Delta. And no play. Let's say this would be a perfect turn for a tap land, but nope. Drew a 4th Forest. Well, at least we're not under any pressure yet, so that's good. basic swamp. A forest. So probably Abzan. Deathmist Raptor. Okay. Those aren't that common that much anymore. Alright. Still no blue source. We have the 4 islands and the... I think it was 5 islands. I only saw 4 though. But we have the islands and the 8 dual lands and also explosive vegetation. Would be really good right now. Probably play a Sunken Hollow. So maybe they're not Abzan. No white. At least no white source yet. Take 3 from the Deathmist Raptor. And it's a DC, so Def, they're not looking like Abzan. Mill to Jace, a Ruinous Path, and that's a DC. Ooh, okay, there we go. So I want to Fog this turn, just as a lot of damage. Because the next turn we play... we'll just Fog next turn. Actually, we could send this... No, we're going to play the Siege next turn, so... We'll just Fog next turn, we'll take our lumps, go to 7. This card's cut, or you milled cut, and a Rattle Claw, and a land. Some of the decks I haven't really seen since rotation. Oh, it was only 8, so I'm at 9. Just because, like, it's just better. Like, I think Jeskai Black and, like, Abzan are both better what this deck's trying to do. And Sidisi is just not as powerful as it used to be. So there comes a Delve card, probably like Gurmag Angler or Tassiger. There's Tassiger. Okay. He does have an activation up. It doesn't matter too much. Ooh, alright. That's a good draw. Play the Siege. Name cons. Play our Forest and say go. So at 6 mana, we just need to rattle off some good fogs, and hopefully we can get there. We have the first Timewalk. We really need explosive vegetation, actually. Explosive vegetation and a fog. Send Asleep, I don't think it's going to do enough at this point. He has to not mill anything, and then we would take 7 off the Raptor and the 2 zombies. Mills Tasker. We're just getting back the Ruinous Path. Oh, and he just milled a creature, so that did not work. So we just need straight up just wins for the rest of the game. We need wins to win. So Mills again. He's playing Kolaghan's Command too. Gosh, everyone's playing Kolaghan's Command. And a complete disregard. Okay. So we take nothing this turn. So really need to draw a blue source and a fog. I think after Oath, this deck might actually get better because of the new, they official previewed. There's a wins. Whew. There's still no blue source. There's this card, like Reach Tentacles, that bounces all permanents. If you play a spell before it, you get an 8/8. So, that's like key here. Imagine here like go time walk, balance everything, get an 8/8. That's pretty powerful. So lots of our forests. We drew all but 3 of our forests. That one into play. Yeah, we really need to draw a blue source that turn. That did not work out. If we draw a blue source next turn, we can play part. We can get the part. And hopefully just chain together time walks for the rest of the game. Tax everything. Mill to Tassiger. So he has a Ruinous Path in his hand and 2 mystery cards. So this is the turn. We need a blue source or bust. Oh, he got there. Woo! Let's cast the Awaken. Oh, we can't. Sorry. Triple blue. Just cast. Another Temporal Trespass. Okay. And that's an untapped blue source. So we'll pay for much of this as we can. We'll only have to delve 1. So yeah, we didn't have that turn earlier. Then we might actually have a chance of winning this game. Discard. Send to sleep. Place plus vegetation. Get 2 islands. Cast Trespass. Oops. Need a blue for that. So we'll keep the land so we have something to discard to Prerogative. We'll keep... Actually, we have no forest left in our deck, so the Heath doesn't do anything. We'll draw 4 cards. And that's it. I got a couple turns. It wasn't enough. Let's see, is it? Yeah. We can go to 10. We block Tasker, and it's way too much damage. And we're 1 mana short of drawing into another fog. We wouldn't have gotten there anyways. Alright. Okay. Whew. That game... we need to draw blue earlier. Because the 6/6 that we threw away was, I think, lost us the game. Of course, you could have had spot, like, instant speed spot removal. But, let's see. Problem with, like, decks right now, you can't just, like, sideboard in, like, I'll just sideboard in negates because they're controlling, and I'll just sideboard in creature interaction because they're a creature deck. Because every deck has, like, both right now, like, all the good decks. We'll just run it back. No need. We'll just try it out again. How it is. And let us play first. Alright, we'll try this. Need a 3rd land, but we do a blue source this time, so yeah, woo! Let's play offshoot, say go. Hopefully this buys us enough time. Our opponent kept their 7. Basic island, okay. Alright, well, 3rd land, and we should be primed to be doing some stuff. Basic swamp, okay. Transgress. Alright, well we have 2 sieges, so I'm not too worried. And apart from the water veil, obviously this early doesn't do anything. I might take the vegetation, or just take the water veil. It's just the most powerful card. Either way, I'm not too worried. We still need to draw 3rd land, but if we do, we're in great shape. And like the longer our opponent goes without doing anything, like just that's where we want to be at. He took a siege. Okay. Boom, 3rd land. Not quite what I wanted, but pass a turn. Hopefully it doesn't have another like duress effect. I just really want the siege in play. Smoldering Marsh. Could have a counterspell. Another siege. Okay. Yeah, so you had the negate. Let's just say go. Luckily, we draw a 3rd siege. So we can't get a green source with the Bloodstained Mire. We can get a Cinderglade to place a DC, but he did not. Drew our 4th land, so we're just gonna play Siege with a Dispel backup. This hand's kind of empty. Too bad Siege just like doesn't just draw you cards. They're so much better. Cons. Let's say go. Could have Sultai Charm to just kill it, but I think I'd definitely counter that. Yeah. The modes he's choosing are 2 damage discards, so I might as well just counter it. Just prevents 2 damage, and I think he already knows our hand at this point. Fifth land from our opponent. Jace, okay. So that flips as soon as he can use it. He'll probably flashback transgress. And he just fetched and passed. Okay, island. Discard an island. We'll just play explosive and not play our island, so we have a little bit better loot. And that doesn't really help us get closer to part the water veil. Oh, the stroke. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely keeping the island now. So Jace flips. Discarded a Delta. Yep, so he's going to flashback transgress. We lose our water veil. And we're stuck. But we're not under any pressure yet. And we do have this, oh, looks like Tasker is coming. But we have the siege to filter our draws. Or is he digging this turn? Yeah, it looks like he's just going to cast dig. Oh, Treasure Cruise. Same thing. Okay. Alright, so there's Prerogative. And we have to discard one of them. Because we need to play this land, hopefully draw a land next turn. I was like, that's one of our best draws. Unfortunately, we drew both, like two of them. So, I had to discard one, so that's unfortunate. And there's a good chance he's another discard spell, and if he does, it's really bad. Okay, just plus the Jace, and a Lumbering Falls comes down. Death Mist Raptor, okay. No other play. Temporal Trespass. We have to discard that. We'll see a Spell Mastery, so we have some fodder for the Siege from the Pilgrimage. Alright. I guess I think it's better to discard that at this point. That really sucks. I think that's what we had to do. Let's play another land and say go. You can Colgan command our last forest. Nope. Okay. Let's take 3. We lost 2 of our time walks, so we only have 6 left. And we lost 2 of our prerogatives, so we only have 1 of those left. So it's not looking too good. Another Death Mist. And a Morph. Okay. We're going to discard this offshoot because I want my lands. Say go. So if we just like draw 3-part the Warvils off the top and he has no counter spells, we can win. We get some more looks at it at least. So we're discarding our forest though. So we don't have enough to awaken next turn if we do draw it. So we'll buy forest. We take 2. Then we're gonna take like probably 8. Maybe 9. He might turn. I assume this last one is a Den Protector, the Morph. Yeah, just flip it up, probably get Culligan's Command, and then like we don't even have a card during our draw step. Is it like we're just gonna miss a card next turn? Oh no, we got Treasure Cruise back. Okay, that's a lot better for us. So let's take it. Alright. Well, here comes the... discard the offshoot. Get 3 forests. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll play 1. Probably chump block this turn. Oh, we're still dead in 2 turns. Lumbering Falls 2. Let's see. Doesn't matter too much if we chump block or not, because it doesn't give us 2 turns. We just need to draw like a time walk next turn or bust. I guess if we block, that makes... No, if we don't block, we take 9. Gain a life. Go up to 6. I think it's better. If we draw like another, like, if we time walking and make another land drop, then whiff, like it makes him have to activate Lumbering Falls. Either way, yeah, it doesn't matter too much though. So he's gonna cast a 5-mana or even 6-mana Treasure Cruise. Dispel, okay. And a Lumbering Falls. So that's it. We lost. This deck would play against if the meta is more like just decks that were a straightforward beatdown. It could prey on those kind of decks, but that just doesn't exist right now. So it didn't quite get there. Alright, well thank you for watching. We did get time walk some people in some games, but it didn't quite work out, and I hope you enjoyed it.